right, so I wanted to do a video on my placement for a partial highlight. A lot of clients love this service because it brightens them up a little bit, but they also don't have to spend a crazy amount of money, and it's a really good thing to do in between full or half highlights just to keep them really bright. And I like to make sure that even if they're just getting a partial, it's enough work to be able to have them notice a difference and feel like they were brightened up. So I'm going off of her natural part. She parts right down the middle, and I am going to be sectioning off a face frame. The face frame is probably one of the most important parts of the partial highlight because it's visually what the client sees in the mirror, and it's going to make the biggest difference. Honestly, even just putting like money piece or hairline foils in a blonde, even if they have regrowth, is going to help them feel brighter and more alive, and sometimes clients even just request a hairline foil. So you got to make sure you do this on a partial. Even on a half and a full, this is super important. So I am sectioning that off very first, and then I am going to take two sections on either side of her part, clip them away, and then I'm going to start on that hairline. Okay, and when I am foiling, I always like to start with the hairline if I am doing a complete hairline like this one, because it's a lot easier to place the foils, see where you need them, and then build the foils around them. It's also going to be good because I can give her that thicker hairline and then give us a little bit of contrast behind those foils so that it pops a little bit brighter when I do the rest of the baby lights. So on her, we are using Goldwell Oxycure with 30 volume. I am only focusing this lightener in her roots where she needs it when her regrowth came in. I'm not really pulling it down through her ends, and the reason we're using 30 is she's about a level 5-6 naturally, more of a level 6, but she's like on the verge of a 5, so she lifts really warm. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, but she always struggles to lift. I've been doing her hair for over 6 years now, and I've always known that. So we use 30 volume, and then later on you're gonna see me teasing the dropouts, and on those dropouts, we actually just used 10 volume because we are going over previously lightened hair, and that's just to kind of pop open the cuticle and give us brighter ends. So on the regrowth, it's 30 with Olaplex, and then on the dropouts, we did 10 with Olaplex. All right, so now that her face frame is completely done, I am going through and doing the baby lights in the interior of the hair. Since this is a partial, I pretty much start at the temple on each side of the head, and then I just work my way up that section until her part ends, and then I meet those sections in the middle. And then Stu is in the back foiling a rectangular box at the occipital area of her head, and we are just kind of working that up, and he will meet my foils up at the top as well. So for the money pieces, I just did really soft, tight, close together baby lights to give us that appearance of a brighter money piece. I don't like to slice on her because she does lift so warm, and if we slice on her, it just doesn't ever get to exactly where I want it to be. A baby light gives us a cleaner lift on her. Okay, so now that that section is all foiled, I am going to tip out her ends. I like to tease these dropouts, and then I am just going to highlight on top of them, and then we are just going to kind of feather some lightener through this section. Tipping out the ends isn't necessary, but I feel like it's just another step you can take to just brighten them up a little bit more. With a partial, this really does make all of the difference, and it really doesn't take long. I usually do this, towards the end of the foil, and using 10 volume is just gonna kick it up a little bit and brighten it up, and it really does make all the difference. So I would encourage trying this if you haven't already, and I'm only gonna do 3 of these on this side, 3 on the other side, 3 in the back. So it doesn't take long, and it just takes it to the next level, and it gives your clients those brighter ends that they're looking for. Okay, so we have got her all rinsed out and it is time to tone. So we did wash her with a clarifying shampoo from Unite, and then we put Olaplex #3 on her mids to ends. She is in that treatment while we are doing this root smudge. I've talked about this on a lot of my videos, but that's going to protect her hair. It's going to create a barrier so none of this root color gets down into her ends, and then it also does give her a treatment at the same time. So as you can see here, we kind of sectioned off her money pieces and her hairline, and we're leaving those out doing the interior first. And I am using Goldwell Colorant's 7N7NA, and we are just going through and we're actually just doing a slight shadow. This is going to darken her base a little bit. It's going to give her a natural growth when she gets her hair coming back in. It's going to make it look really natural so she doesn't have to come back every 4 to 6 weeks. This client of mine usually comes like every 3 to 4 months, so this is perfect for her. And it's also going to help the dimension that's in the bottom of her hair where we didn't highlight blend better. So we are just going to slightly shadow this, and then we are going to go through and just tap the hairline at the very end, and that is going to give us a brighter appearance around the face. Now that that has been sitting for about 10 minutes, we're leaving it on. We haven't done the money piece yet because we're going to do that very last, but we're going through with Goldwell Colorant's 10P and then 10V, half and half, equal parts, and we're just working that through. We're also going to do it in the front, and then we are done. So she is now all blow drying, and we are ready to get started with the style. The style makes all the difference. Make sure you're styling your clients before they leave. I feel like that's pretty common sense. You probably all style your clients, but giving them a nice blowout and giving them curls and a style that they can wear for a few days after their hair appointment is really going to be super great for them, because then they can wear their hair. It's just another bonus to getting your hair done, and it's also your walking advertisement. So now that that is done, we are just going to give her a quick health trim. I preach to my clients the importance of health trims if they are blonde especially. Anytime you're lightening your hair, even if it's just like a maintenance appointment like today, I think it's so important just to kind of clean your hair up. We're only taking like half an inch off her ends, just dusting them, making sure that they look a little bit fuller. A lot of clients freak out about this, but just ensure them that this is going to help their hair look thicker and stay healthier over time, because the biggest thing that damages blonde's hair is obviously lightening it and then just putting heat tools on it back to back to back, and obviously not trimming it as well. So you want to make sure that they are using heat protectants, protecting their hair with deep conditioners and treatments, and then also getting good health trims. We are now styling her up. I'm using the J-Wave iron. You can shop all of my hot tools, round brushes, anything like that you need in the description box below. This is my favorite curling iron ever. It's amazing. And stay tuned because we are coming out with another size soon. Like I said, styling is just like the final finishing touch for your clients to feel beautiful and perfect. So we are giving her curls, and then we will be using the Unite texture spray and hairspray and all of those finishing products just to make sure that her style holds all day long. I did do a few videos back on my favorite Unite styling products, and I linked them. So if you are interested in watching that, you can go check that video out. But I have been obsessed with Unite. We are now a Unite salon at Jessi Styles, and it's just been so incredible. I love all of their products so much. So if you haven't tried them, make sure you do. You can just see what a difference that partial highlight made for her. It just brought her blonde up, it refreshed her, gave her brighter fronts, a little bit of a brighter end, but she's still low maintenance because of that soft root shadow. And I love offering this service to clients because it's easy. She was in and out in about 2.5 hours, and it's more affordable. For my partial highlight, I usually charge a base of $120. It can go up depending on how many mixes you need, but my half starts at $150 and my full starts at $200. So it does save your clients a little bit of money. So thank you so much for watching this video, you guys. Let me know if you would like to see more like this in the future. Have a great day, and thank you for watching.